our next pitch. Let's please invite onto the stage the founder and CEO of AI Seer, Dennis Yap.
Hi, I'm Dennis. What if I'm the last contestant standing in between you and your freedom? What if you could fact check that in real time? Would that change the way we communicate? Would that make communication much more exploratory, confirmatory, and transparent? That's what I'm bringing to you today. Not just a new category, a way we change communication. So we're generating revenue from two dual-use AIs even before we finish all the technical milestones. We've won Time Magazine's Best Inventions of 2024 alongside the likes of Google DeepMind. And the pain of being scammed is very personal for Singaporeans especially. I stood on a startup competition stage that the CEO of Vizio won. He got, Dr. Kai-Fu Lee resigned from his board just before he got exposed that his Cambridge PhD was fabricated. I worked with Hugh Mason from JFDI. We set traps for entrepreneurs like, do you read this book on entrepreneurship? And 20% of the cohort would say that they have read more than they actually have for books that don't even exist. So my VC got scammed of $3 million and I got catfished. So we are all multi-devising in this world right now. You might not know you're getting misinformation when you're driving, listening to a podcast, falling asleep, watching a YouTube video.
Did you know that eating broccoli with this particular thing can actually harm your health? Despite being hailed as one of the top 10 superfoods, broccoli too has its food matches made in heaven, and those that are a recipe for disaster. Yes, even something as beneficial.
So a senior citizen told us about his pain, that this got forwarded to his WhatsApp group, and you know how these things work, go and forward it on and on. We are better than Perplexity and Grok. We are the only ones that can fact check an entire podcast of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's at 2,000 podcasts. You can imagine how the information ecosystem is now. Even the most popular YouTuber, Mr. Beast, you might still be confused whether he's selling his YouTube channel to Disney, and recently one of his videos got mistranscribed and he can't hear his name. With Facticity.ai, you can fact check anything you hear on a podcast, anything you watch on a YouTube video, even what your chatbots are hallucinating when you're using them on Chrome. This is actually the White House fact sheet, usually a very credible source. I want you to use our system and see it's still credible. Even for something as simple as a car's physical speed, you would think there would be a simple answer to this, but actually, it's a different answer for in theory and in practice. We are more accurate than any other AI search on benchmarks on our competitors' dataset. And we are the fastest. We fact-check the US presidential debate live, every claim within 90 seconds, and we 20x the volume of the number of fact checks that would otherwise have gone unnoticed. Of course, there's a lot of chaos when you elect someone like that. So what if there's only one source and it's a highly political claim? You must ensure you understand the quality of the source and the ideological view. And that's what we want to do. We want to make the truth more transparent and meta-analytical to you. We are outperforming Grok, Copilot, Gemini by multiples and 3x more than Perplexity. And as mentioned, we are more multimedia too. This is the world's biggest problem. The World Economic Forum has said it's the biggest risk for humanity in 2 years running. And this is how we plan to address the different market segments. Even with a tiny advertising budget, we are at 3,000 unique weekly active users. We have a great CPA because we have Tim Draper's digital twin helping us advertise our solution to GenAI hallucinations using GenAI. And we are paying people in both enterprise and essential plans. One of them is preparing to do a massive scale up. If you don't know already, there are Russian chatbots flooding Wikipedia in multiple languages with disinformation. Yeah, we just were at a virtual site event. The co-founder is very keen to help us launch a coin. The way the attention economy works now is there's perverse incentives to exaggerate, sensationalize, but there's no solution. There's no incentive for people to fact check Elon Musk in spreading fake news or X, for example. We are going to change that. So what if French and Spanish sources largely disagree about a particular issue? We want to make the AI search radically transparent for you. All the sources will be there, what language it is, what country it's from. And we have 2 full patents in our building more deep tech as well. So what if by the end of the year, while you're doing a Zoom call with a founder like me, you could fact check them as they are pitching you? What if you can fact check Elon Musk in his next earnings call to figure out how much indirectly ketamine he's taking? Yeah, so these are some of our partners, including AWS, who are very generously helping us scale up and cover a lot of our costs. These are some of our Web3 partnerships. Come talk to us about more. Tim is the man who made Elon the man he is today and Bitcoin what it is. Dr. Andreas helped build Amazon's scientific culture. Yeah, so all we're asking for this is a measly $2.5 million. And
What's the thing you're most certain about?
she cheated Rupert
More
Murdoch.
people will have access to their own health information.
And because the time is up, I'll just leave you with this. You can see our shoulder and mouth shrug, and we'll share more about lie detection when there's time.
Thank you, Dennis. That is your time up. Perfect. John.
Thank you, Dennis. I'm pretty excited about this because I do see B2C applications as well as B2B applications. But my first question is, tell us about these early customers. Are these just regular people scrolling their media, or are they using this for work? Are they using this as part of like research? Are they using it for super, I don't know, like extremists? They just want to figure out what's going on the other side. Like, help us understand this. And who's using this and for what?
They're very highly educated people in R&D, right, where you can't afford to make a mistake. My friend from GIC Total Risk is using it as well. Time Magazine's journalists and editors have to deal with Donald Trump's transcripts every day, so they're using it too. People in defense in Singapore are using it because this is part of misinformation on different Wikipedia language pages. It's also affecting Reddit and every other platform, Facebook.
The question is, are you indexing the web to some extent yourself? And if not, what are your sources there, for example, for these links? How do you determine what is a fact versus what is not?
Right, so there are 3 data sets, one by Columbia University that we outperformed on, one by our rival, and we created a multilingual data set for ASEAN as well.
Are you indexing the web then, for example, you just something else? Because I saw all the websites and links and results.
We're using Bing and Google as our search engine.
Gotcha.
I don't understand how come you're able to outperform Perplexity, GPT, all the other ones?
We have a scaffolded AI, which some people think is an alternate path to AGI. So that's part of our secret sauce. We're also using Fonte's media bias chart, NGO that ranks different sources, even different articles. Sometimes even the New York Times has poor articles, poor quality.
Can I understand what is your plan and go-to-market strategy? How you plan to sort of scale and acquire users?
So we have a very good CPA as mentioned through YouTube Shorts. You can check out our YouTube Fantasy AI channel. Google AdWords is also bringing us a lot of paying subscribers. Yeah. Because we have unique selling points like social media fact checker that nobody else is doing, so that allows us to get the AdWords really cheap.
Okay, Dennis, time is just about up. Judges have asked their questions. Great presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
And all the best. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.